Hi everyone, this is Sheila and we're about to do a stretch body awareness class. Let's start standing with our feet right underneath our hips and lifting our shoulders up as we bend our knees and straighten. And lift, shoulders go down as you straighten. Two more, lift and down and lift. And now we're going to add arms. So we lift up as we bend our knees, press them down. And let's let our heads go with us. And down, and lift, chin goes down, and lift, chin goes down. Reach the arms up, and let's take a nice swing. Bending both knees, head goes down, and lift, and drop down, and lift. Let that head be nice and loose. Down, and lift, and down, and lift. Good. Reach both arms out, and bring them down across. And reach, and down and cross. Reach them up, down and cross, and up, down and cross. Other side, reach, drop down, and up, and down and cross. Reach them up, down and across. Hips stay front, reach, and down and across. Coming to the side, let's bend the knees, reach one arm down, and the other one up. And now as we straighten the legs, try and reach and twist over to the side a little bit more. Bend, breathe in. Exhale, stretch. See if you can get more of a side body stretch there. Two more. Bend, inhale, exhale, and reach. And last time, bend, inhale, and up, and reach. Lift with the up arm and switch to the side, bend the knees, and let the arms go in opposite directions. Breathe in, stretch up. Feel the pull of the upper arm with the bottom arm as your body twists to the side. Bend and breathe. And stretch. Two more. And bend. Good. And stretch. Last one. Inhale, knees go over the toes. Bend and stretch. Good. Lift your body upright. Let's just drop and sink. Pull up, drop, and sink. So we're getting a little bit more of a graceful pull up, but you may feel this more on the sides of your body. Reach, pull up, and reach, breathe, pull, and up, and reach. Let's take it once more in each direction. Over to the side, pull, lift up. So there's some fluidity there. And over, good, and lift up. Excellent. Let's bend our knees as we go. I'm turning to the side, and we're going to start working with the upper back going in the opposite direction. So from here, hands are at the side. As we straighten, we push our hands forward and press the upper spine back. Good. And then come upright and breathe in, bend the knees. Inhale, exhale, push and press. See if you can go a little farther back. And bend and release. Two more. Breathe in and press. Way back there, shooting the heels of the hands out. Upper body goes as far back. Let the head go and release. And let's take that once more. Breathe in and push. And all the way back. Way out there. And come up. Good. Drop the arms. Let's just fold over and flat back. So we're getting a little stretch in the hamstring now, and then come upright. We're going to go back over, flat back, and come upright, and flat back over. Keep breathing, and upright, and flat back over. Good, and come upright. Let's do a variation. So we're going to go flat back over. And now we're going to reach arms forward as we bend our knees and try to maintain that flat back. Arms will swing behind you as you straighten, holding onto the abs. It's almost like you're diving forward. And bend and push flat back. And bend, reach the arms forward. Inhale, exhale, and reach. Good. And let's take that once more. Bend, reach, and come back. Hands go back to the hips, come upright. Let's take the swings once again. So here we go. Heads go down and lift up. So we're now letting the spine curve, head drops, and lift. Drop down and lift and drop down and lift. Good. Let's go all the way to the side, to the edge of your mat. And we're going to start to roll down. We've just sort of warmed a couple the pieces of the spine up, and now we're going to truly warm it all up. So we're going to drop down, chin coming down through the above the waist position. Try to stretch out that spine. Roll through the lower back, and then come to the hips. If you need to bend your knees, you can. Drop the hips down, and let's shake that head out. No. Shake the head, yes. Good. Now we're going to roll up again. If you need to bend your knees, you can here as you come back up through that spine, reversing the direction that we just did, going down towards the floor, feeling that opening up in the spine. Let's take that again. This time we're going to go a little farther out. So we're dropping your heads down, rolling above the waist position, and then through the lower back, hitching into the hips there. If your knees are bent, as I said before, that's fine. Let's walk the hands out just a little bit so that we're getting a little stretch and forward motion towards our hands, so we get a little bit of stretch in the legs. Shake that head out, and then walking back. Again, anytime you need to have your knees bent, you can. Drop down. Now we're rolling up through the spine here. Nice and open through each of the vertebrae as we go through that pathway. And let's take that once again, going a little farther out. Drop the head down, rolling above the waist, through that lower back, hitting into the front of the crease of the hip there, dropping down, walking out. This time go as far as you can with still maintaining your heels on the floor, so you're going to get more of a stretch in the gastrocnemius, the calf muscles. It's almost like a down dog, but we're not fully down dog position here. Again, shake that head out. Let's wiggle the shoulders a little bit. And then walking back, dropping the head down so you can increase the flexibility there, rolling up through the spine, engaging the abdominals, coming all the way up through that whole spinal column. Last time, we're going to go out into a plank. But I want you to again go nice and smoothly so that you're working through that whole spine. Good. Keep it going. You know the pathway. Drop down. Walk out. Now, keep your heels on the floor as long as you possibly can, and then keep going until you come to your plank. Really, let's stay in the plank, maintaining the abdominals nice and tight. And we're going to rock forward so our toes get a little action there, and then push back and push into the heels. Now we're getting some abdominal work here, but we're also stretching through the legs. Rock forward, breathing, and let the instep of the foot get a little bit of a stretch too. Press out through the heels. We have two more. Keep breathing, rolling forward. Good. And rolling back, pressing out through the heels. Excellent. And last time, rolling forward. Keep breathing through this. Excellent. And press back. Good. Walking back, hips lift as you go into the hand lock towards your legs, dropping down. Let's shake that head out again. And then rolling up through the spine, lift, and come upright. Good. Nice and loose. Let's take that one more time. And let's take it a little bit more smoothly down into that plank. So from here we go. Roll down. Walk out and plank. Walk back, head down, rolling up. We're going to take this 4 times. And roll down through that spine. Walking out into your plank. Make sure your derriere gets in line. Walk back. Drop the head down, rolling up. 2 more sets. And roll down. Drop. Walk out into your plank. Good. And back. Drop the head down. And roll up through the spine. So your abs are really getting work. Your spine's getting flexibility work. Drop down last time. And we walk out. We're getting some arm work here. Good. Stay. And walk back. Excellent. Drop the head down. rolling up through the spine. Let's take some swings with just one arm. So the front arm is going to swing back, reach, back, up. Hips stay front, back, reach. So you're getting a diagonal stretch there through the torso. Back, reach, back, up, and drop, reach. Press those hips forward, bend. Let's take it to the other side. Arm comes up, and bend. Keep the hips front, twist the upper spine, drop, and lift. Let the head go to the back. Reach as you straighten, drop, and lift. And bend, reach back, twist, bend, and lift, and drop, reach back, twist, and down, and up. Let's bring both arms and see if you can bend and take the arms back as you take that arm behind. It's going to be a little bit of a different position than when you were able to do one arm. You're not going to get as far, but we're just trying to open up the front body here. Bring down and up. Two more. Bend. Press the hips forward. Let the head go back. Maybe you feel this in your upper chest, collarbone area. And bend. Stretch it back. Arcing out. Good. Bend and up. Good. Let's take one more roll down. All the way. And walk our hands and put our knees down into the mat. Maybe you need to get a little bit closer to the other end there. Okay, so we're going to just take some work with the legs. We're going to push the leg out and the other leg out. Hold it. Now we're going to put the front arm down to the elbow and the back arm. And we're going to reverse the whole thing. Front arm, back arm, front knee, back knee. Let's start with a back. So we have back leg, front leg, back elbow, front elbow. Hold it for a moment. Use those abdominals. Back arm, front arm, back knee, front knee. We have two more sets of that. I'm sure you're feeling this. Front leg, back leg, front arm, back arm. Hold it. Front arm, front knee, back knee. Last time to the other side. Back leg, front leg, back arm, front arm. Hold it. Back arm, front arm, back knee, and front knee. Let's just push back and stretch out. We're in a child's pose here, keeping those arms very much forward there. So we may feel a stretch on the underside of our arms into our armpits, and we feel that lower back pressing down towards the heels. We're going to come back up, keeping the arms where they are. We're going to let the hips come forward and press, so we have an arc. Good. And press back into your child's pose. Reach all the way down to the heels. Arc and up, push, and reach. Good. And up, and push back. Lengthening out. And lift, press, reach, and up. Press, and back. Last time. Up, lift, and press. Let those hips come all the way forward. And up, press, and back into your child's pose. Relax the elbows down closer to you. Take the back elbow and place it right in front of you. And we're going to now lift the front elbow up, pressing with the bottom elbow and twisting through the spine. Keeping the hips right where they are. So this elbow goes up. It's very much bent in a 90-degree angle. There, and twist. Coming back down, shift the arms, let the head drop, and then open to the other side. Twisting, pressing with the bottom elbow into the floor. Reaching and twisting through that spine. And come back down. Let's shift that once more to this side. Here we go. Press and lift up. Try to twist from the base of the spine. Good. And come down. Let that head be loose. And repeat to the back arm, pressing with that elbow, twisting, opening up. Where are you feeling this? Might be different for everybody. And then come back down. Good. Open the arms out and let's roll up through the spine. From here, we're going to push back and get a little stretch on the quads here. So from here, elbows are bent. We're going to press the hips up and let the head once again go back and just feel a stretch through the front of the thighs there. Hips lift and release and down. And again, we're going to take 4 of these. It might be subtle for some of you. If you're not feeling very much, try to press the hips as high as you can. Good. And release. 2 more. And press, push. Hips go up. Knees are down. Arcing out. Head is loose. And come back. And let's have 1 more set. And breathing in and then exhale as you take the hips up. Press, open, good, and come down. Let's come right back to an upright position and adjust yourself. We're going to take another diagonal stretch here. So opposite hand, back hand is going to come against the thigh there. We're going to reach the arm forward, lift it up, twist it, and reach to the back. So it's a diagonal through the spine. There, reach. And come forward, lift, breathe, and reach. Now this hand is helping you to press and get that reach. And if you want to, you can extend your torso out back a little bit to make the line be a little longer. You'll feel you get a little more of an opening there. And forward, lift it up, reach the back, extend the torso slightly if you'd like to. Good. And let's take it again. Forward, lift, up. Reach back and extend the torso a little bit, reaching back there. Reach, reach, reach. Getting the arm back as far as you can so you can really open up that shoulder and that hip region. And come forward. Let's take it to the other side. I know you're going to feel like you're twisted to the front. So front hand goes to the back, outside of the back thigh, and then we're reaching up forward with the other arm up and twist it, reaching it back, and then we're extending with a little diagonal line with the torso, reaching back, way open there, good. And come forward, lift it up, breathe all the way to the back. Reach it, let that torso move slightly to the back there to open up that shoulder area. Some more, 2 more, lift, up, open, and twist. Good, keep going. And once more, reach it forward, lift it up, twist, and open. And really bring that arm behind you so that you can really get more of the openness in that shoulder and collarbone area. Good. And come front. Excellent. Okay, shimmy those shoulders out a little bit. Let's go into our hands and knees position here. And we're going to do some cat and cows, but we're going to do that with our leg. So let's start with our front leg going out. It's parallel, the foot is pointed. Now we're going to bring the knee in and make that back come up into your cat. Knee comes all the way up towards your head curves over. And now push and reach out. We're going to stay flat and then flex the foot, push the heel up, and arc through the spine, letting the body go down. So you're reaching out with that heel, it's still parallel. Come back to a neutral position, point the foot, and then bring the front leg in, curving that back up. Head comes down as the knee comes towards it. Shoot the leg out, come to your neutral position, flex the foot, lift the foot up as the body arcs into cow. So here we go. Neutral, point the foot, bring the knee in, let that back come into cat. Really feel the abs engaging. And then push out, neutral position, flex, arc, and press up. Good. Let's take that one more time. Come to your neutral position, point the foot, bring that leg in as the back goes into your cat. Knee comes to the head comes to the knee. Push out, going into your neutral position, flex the foot, reach the heel up as the body arcs. Good. Come back to your neutral position, bring the leg in, and let's push back into child's pose just for a moment. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, let everything release in. So there's no tension being held. Let's come back up to hands and knees. We'll take it to the other side. So we have a flat back, and yet abs are engaged, back leg comes out, it's parallel, foot is pointed. And bend the knee in as the back curves into head. Knee comes in to head, head goes to knee. Push out, come to your neutral position here, flex the foot, push it up as the belly goes forward, and we get a little arc in that spine. Reaching the heel out, feel it stretching. Point the foot, come to the neutral position, come in, make that lower back, lift up into cat. Head goes down, knee comes in. Push out, here we go, neutral, flex, lift the heel up and arc through that spine. Good. Point the foot, come to a neutral position, 2 more sets. Bring that knee in, get the lower back curving, really feeling the abs engaged here. Push it out, come into a neutral position, flex the foot, lift the heel up, straight leg, and the head comes up as the back goes down towards the floor, into your cow. Come to a neutral position. And last set, come in, bend, bring that knee in, lower back is nice and lifted. Breathe, come to your neutral position, flex the foot, lift that heel up as the spine drops to the floor, and we get shoulders down, head up, and we're going into that cow. Good. Come back to neutral, and then come back into your child's pose for just 1 moment. Relaxing through the body there. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go back into our plank position here, and we're going to, again, work with the legs. So we're going to lift the front leg up, and then we're going to push back into sort of a modified down dog, bringing the back leg up as high as we can, but it needs to maintain a parallel position. You don't want to rotate in that hip. Good. And then come back down with the leg and into your plank. Let's take it to the other side. So we're pushing back. Back leg lifts, and we're holding. Lifting up as high as you can, but maintain that parallel position. Good. And then come back down and come into plank. Excellent. Drop the knees down, and we'll come back to that. But let's just do a little hip opening motion here to stretch out the hips. So I'm going to turn to the diagonal, and we're going to open the knees out here, keeping the backs nice and straight. We're going to just work from one hip to the other to start to open the inside thigh for what we've got planned for next. So the right hip is going to push forward, which is allow your upper body to twist towards the left there. And you feel an opening through that hip. Good. Come back and release. Let's take that 4 times. So we're pressing through that hip, keeping the back straight. Feel that opening through here. And come back. 2 more. And press out. Really feel that openness there. And release. And press and push out. Good. And come back. Let's take that to the other side. So we're pressing and pushing through this hip. Really opening up. This first time, go slow, be kind. And then come back. And pushing through that hip. Opening up through that hip there all the way. Feel that twist. And come back. 2 more. And press and push. Letting the upper body twist and come back. And last time, pushing through that hip. Good. Reach it out. Really opening up and release. Good. Let's come back up to a neutral position with our spine, but we have our hands in front, and we're going to just slide the hips out to increase the stretch in the inside thigh. Drop the elbows down to increase it even more. And then take a deep breath in and see if you can just allow your arms to go out more gradually as you continue to stretch on the inside thigh. And it may be that you're in some strange positions here. So we're reaching all the way out, drop the head down. Let's take some breaths here. Deep breath in And exhale, try to slip the body, the hips go down towards the floor a little bit more, increasing the stretch there in the inside thigh. Breath in. And exhale, maybe the hands can inch forward a little bit more. 2 more. Breath in. And exhale. Shake the head out. And one last time. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Walking the hands back, push up, and let's slide the leg back in so it feels like you have a rest there. Okie dokie. Before we take the plank and extended sequence that I keep alluding to, let's have our legs straight out in front of us, get the divine flesh out from underneath us. You should feel like you've gotten quite a bit of opening through the hips there. Let's take a forward fold. Arms up. Exhale and reach all the way over. Remember, we're folding from the hips there. Drop the heads down and let everything go. Taking a deep breath in. Let's push the toes up and then push out through the heels and exhaling the body over and down. So we're getting a little more hamstring work here, helping our hips to release from the stretch that we had just done. And then let's go back through that position with our feet. Balls of the feet go down and then the toes. Taking a breath, deep breath in. And exhale. Shake the head out, shake the shoulders out, shake the hips out. Feeling a crease right from the hip. Nice fold over. Let's take that one more time. So we're breathing in, toes come up. And then we're going to exhale and press out through the heels and lower the body down. Trying to increase the stretch we have there. Heads loose. And then again, breathing in as we put the balls of the feet away, point the toes, exhale, and drop the body over more. Really lengthening through the legs and also opening up and lengthening through the spine once again. Good. Walking the hands up. Come to an upright position. Now, we're going to scoot to the end of our mat. Push yourself forward, drop the head down, and hang. You should feel like you're pretty far over at this point, folding from those hips. Your legs have gotten some stretch in the hamstring, and we've done some inner thigh work. And let's just roll up through the spine. Coming up right. Excellent. Okay, so let's roll back down into our plank. Heads down, rolling. Reconnecting with an earlier exercise, walking out into your plank. Now we're going to lift the front leg back up, getting the heel down as far as you can on the standing leg, parallel leg here. Now we're going to bend the knee in and try and bring it up to the side of the hand there. And we're going to rotate it out slightly so the heel is closer to you. We've got a nice long stretch through the back leg hip there. And maybe you feel it on the inside thigh here. Good. We're going to drop the knee down and toe releases. And we're going to put the elbow down, and just hang there, feeling the increased stretch in the inside thigh, and also maybe more of a stretch on the hip of the long leg. Keeping your elbows down, we're going to curl the toe under in the back leg and come back up to your straight lunge leg. Let's repeat that 3 more times. Knee down, toe releases. Drop down through the body, so you're increasing the stretch on the inside thigh, and the back hip gets a forward motion as well. Head is loose. Curl the toe under, press, and feel the pressure into the elbows there, and the leg, long leg is trying to press back. So we're opening up the inside thigh area there. Good. And come down, toe releases, and breathe. 2 more. Toe under, press, stretch, push out through the heel. See if you can make that long back leg increase in length. And knee down, toe releases. And again, curl the toe under, press,
and push. This is your fourth time. You should feel like you're really opening up the hips. One leg is rotated out, your front leg is rotated out, but your back leg is staying parallel. Good. Knee comes down, toe releases. Now push up to your hands, and let's push the front leg back, comes back to parallel, and goes into, let's go into a child's pose. Just to rest for a moment. We're going to go to the other side. Absolutely. So here we go. Let's go into that plank, pressing. Now we're going to lift the back leg up, pressing the heel down on the front leg. Back leg stays parallel and straight. Keep it growing. And then we're going to bend the knee and bring it up by the side of the hand there. Back leg is straight, it's parallel. This one is rotated out slightly. So you really are feeling this expanse that goes from the knee of the front leg in a rotated out position, so inside thigh gets stretched, and the front of the hip here on this leg gets stretched. Feeling that nice long line. So now we're going to bend down to the elbow here, and elbow, and keep the back leg straight. You might have done it slightly differently on the other side, but we're getting a stretch here. You can tell where it is. And then let's release the knee down, toe releases, and press that hip forward. Feeling the increased stretch on the front of the hip here, and the increased stretch on the inside thigh of the front leg. Good. Curl the toe under, breathing, and press out. Pushing with the hands, with the elbows, so you can really push back with the back leg here. Lengthening out. Good. Let's take that 3 more times. Knee down, toe releases, and breathe. Feeling the hip of the long leg go back. Curl the toe under, press, and push. Really opening out both legs in slightly different ways. We're still engaging the abdominals. Knee comes down, toe releases, and hip comes forward. Shake that head out. Curl toe under, press and push. Keep that breath going. Breathe. And knee down, toe, and release. It goes forward. Last time. Curl the toe under, press and push. Good. Let's come back up to our full arm reach here, pressing, and then push that leg back. We'll go back into a two-footed position, and let's go into a true down dog here. So we're pushing the heels back, lifting the hips up. Now you're going to feel a stretch in a slightly different place in the legs than we've experienced yet so far. Press. Good. Let's roll up through the feet to the toes, both feet, and press down through the heels. Keep going. Press up, lift, and press down. Keeping the hips lifting up as the heels go down. Still strong press with hands, and lift all the way up. Good. And press down. And let's take it one more time. Pressing up, lift, and press down. Good. Let's bring our knees down, toes release, and just sit for a moment. And let's work through our shoulders a little bit. So we have shoulders going forward, both shoulders. Lift to the back and down. Forward, lift, back, and down. Coming to the front, lift it up to the back and down. And forward, lift it up to the back, reverse it, going to the back, and lift, and front, and down. Circle to the back, lift it up, front, and down. 2 more. Back, lift it up to the front, and down, and back. All the way up, and front, and down. Shimmy those shoulders out a little bit. And we're going to go back into our lunge and do a little bit of strength work. So here we go. Let's go back into, our plank here. And we're gonna lift that front leg up. It doesn't have to be high this time. And we're gonna step out into that first position we had. From here, press with the hands and push out with the other leg, opening out the thighs here. You've got your elbows on the inside of the thighs, stretching to the inside of the thigh very deeply. And then let's drop the head down, put the hands on the floor and straighten up. Good. Come back into that full lunge. Elbows go out against the legs. We're pressing, trying to increase the stretch in the inside thighs. And then once again, push up with the feet, drop the heads down, and lengthen. You've got two more of those. Bend out through the thighs. Straighten, hips go up, heads go down. Trying to get the head closer to the legs so that you're really folding forward in this rotated position. And last time, pressing out with the elbows against the thighs or the calves if your elbows are down that far. And then press and come up, heads go down. Excellent. Let's walk ourselves over to this front leg, keeping the hips front. So now we're getting an additional stretch in the hamstring, heads are down. And from here, let's take a flexed up position with this front foot here. So heads are loose, deep breath in. Flex that foot up, pressing out, feeling the length that happens on this front leg. Shoulders down, and release, drop it. And breathing, pressing out through the heel. Lift, and drop it down, and drape the body. Two more. And flex and press. Good. And coming down and release. Last time. Flex and press. Excellent. And coming down and release. And let the body just hang there. See if you get more of a feeling of folding over this leg than when we first went over to it. Shaking that head out. And now let's walk ourselves over to the back leg. Again, hips stay front. So we're increasing the stretch on this back leg. And it may not feel as comfortable as it did at the end on this side. So heads are loose, breathing. Feel the length that happens here. And now let's add the foot. So breath in, exhale, push the heel against the floor and lift the toes up so that you're getting a nice long line. Again, you'll feel the expansion and extension of the hamstring on this back leg. And drop it down, breathe. Inhale, exhale, press out through the heel. Good. And release. Make the shoulders loose, heads loose, two more. Exhale and press, reaching out. Really trying to extend the reach of that leg up and down. And release, head is loose. Last time, deep breath in. Exhale and press. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good. And release. And let's come back down to the center area here. Let's be nice and easy to ourselves and bring the back leg in and then bring the front leg in. And we're going to rotate the front leg. So we've got heels together, heads are down. Just shake out. This is going to give you another stretch in the hamstring in the back of the thighs in a different position in this rotated position. We're going to bend our knees down. Now we're going to start to really work on the inside thighs. So maintaining this left leg where it is, we're going to shoot out the right leg there and keep it rotated out. And so now you notice that we're getting more of a stretch in the inside thighs on both legs. This elbow is against this bent leg here. And we're going to flex the right foot up, push through the ball of foot and point. Let's take that a number of times. Flex, push through and point. So you notice as we do this, it's a little bit of a rocking motion. And we could get a little bit more of a stretch in the inside thigh as we do this. Flex and push through. Good. Come back to one more flex on the right side. Slide that heel out so that it's even farther out. And we still maintain this heel up. And now once again, point the foot, pushing against thigh there so that you really are opening up on the inside thigh. Good. Straighten both legs. Heads come down. We're going to shift so that our positioning is on the other side. So adjust as you need to.
And we've got this heel lifted here, this elbow against this thigh, feeling the inside thigh stretch. And now left foot, flex, push through and point. 3 more, flex, push through and point. So we're really still trying to work through those feet as we press the elbow into the thigh there. Push through and point. And last time, flex, push through and point. Good. Once more, let's take an added stretch. We're going to flex that foot up, left foot, slide it out a little bit on your mat, and then point the foot as you try to maintain the pressure of the elbow against the inside thigh. And it's a pretty deep stretch there. Yeah. Good. And then find some nice way to get down on the floor. Hands, bring your legs in front, and shake them out. Good. Let's come out to a very wide position, as wide as you feel like you can go, and still maintain the back straight and the divine flesh out from underneath here, and feel the thighs working. We're going to flex the feet and just take a little rotation in, so that now we're rolling the hips. It'll feel different there, and then rotate out. Keep the back straight. Let's take that a couple more times. Here we go. Rotate in and rotate out, and rotating in, rotating out. Last set, rotate in and rotate out. Good, come to a neutral position, bring the legs together. That might have made you feel like you get a little cramp in the glute area, so you can rock side to side on the hips just to ease that out a little bit. And now let's go back out into your wide position. Maybe you'll find that you get a little farther out because of what we just did. Again, make sure that the divine flesh is out from underneath there and our backs are straight. Let's have the feet pointed. We're going to go to the side and slide over, keeping the opposite hip on the floor. Here we go. We get a side body stretch, inside thighs get a bit of a stretch there, and we're just holding it. And then take a deep breath in, exhale, and let's flex the heels up and see if we can reach out a little bit more. Both hips stay on the floor. Good. Reaching out through the heels of the feet, out through the arm, and letting the torso go over to the side. Point the feet. Now we're going to twist and face this leg, this right leg. Elbows are going to go down as far as they can. This hip stays on the floor. Nose goes to the knee. And breathe. Really opening up and allowing the increased stretch here. Once again, deep breath in this position. We're going to flex out through the heels and press. So that we again are getting stretching in many different directions, but it's increasing what happens in our spine and the inside thigh. Good. Point the feet. Let's come back up with our hands a little bit, elbows a little bit closer to us, and we're going to twist through the lower spine, maintaining our legs where they are. So you may feel that you get a little additional stretch here, and we get a little more spinal flexion, a little more spiral in that spine. Both hips stay on the floor. Deep breath in. As you exhale, press the heels out and see if you can increase that twist and also the stretch on the inside of the left thigh there. Good. Point the feet. And now we're going to bring the back hand onto the leg. Bring the front hand a little bit farther forward and drop down so that your right ear is trying to get close to the right inside knee. Both hips are on the floor. Feeling the stretch. Might be in many different places where you may feel it. Legs are still rotated out. Deep breath in. Exhale, press out through the heels. If you can, reach that front arm out a little bit more and lower the torso down some more. Really enjoying this stretch. Point the feet. And now we're going to walk both hands off onto the diagonal. This hip is still staying down. Head's down. Shake that head out. Shake the shoulders out. Opening up. Letting everything let go and lengthen. Deep breath in. Exhale, flex out through the heels again, pressing the heels away, seeing if you can get a little closer to the floor with your torso. Point the feet, walk yourself over to the center here. Establish your first position and let the body just relax into it. You might be all the way down, you might be up higher, but just feel the inside thigh getting a nice stretch there. Breathing. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, flex, press out through the heels. See how far forward you can let your torso go. Head is loose. Opening up the inside thigh. And then take your hands, walk yourself up, coming to an upright position. We'll close our legs just to give ourselves a little break before we go to the other side. So really let the thighs relax, the inside hips relax. And then we'll go back out and let's go to the last side. Here we go. As wide a position as you can make. Again, divine flesh is out from underneath, long spine, shoulders nice and down. We're reaching over to your left and bringing the arm over. Feeling that deep stretch that's happening there. Keep the opposite hip on the floor. Keeping the body open, don't let it close. It's nice and open. Here we go. Yep. Deep breath in. Exhale, flex out through the heels. Seeing if you can push the heels out and allow your upper body to go over to the side more. Head is nice and loose. Good. And point the feet. Now we're going to twist our body, get our elbows towards the floor, wherever you are. And it might be different from one side to the other. The opposite hip is on the floor, heads are down. Breathing and allowing the body to settle into this stretch. Feeling the inside thighs, get a stretch there. Deep breath in, exhale, flex out through the heels. And as you exhale, maybe you can get both elbows towards the floor. Nose is going towards the knee. Both hips remain on the floor. Deep stretch here. From many different places. Shake that head out. Point the feet. Good. And then come up a little bit so that your hands are closer to you. And you're going to take a nice deep breath in and twist the spine to the back. Hands will help you here. If you need to or want to, and you want to go a little lower, you can do that. Then you're pressing through the elbows there. The opposite hip is staying on the floor, and you'll feel an additional stretch in the inside thigh of the opposite leg than you're going towards. Deep breath in. As you exhale, press out through the heels, and maybe you can get a little bit more of a stretch there. Maybe you have to come back up to just your hands to help you twist to increase that stretch. Good. Come to a pointed position. Back hand comes on the leg. The front hand slides out, and you're dropping your body over. So you're trying to get your left ear towards your left knee, keeping both legs rotated out. Shoulders are loose. Try not to let them come way up. Try to drop them down. Establish this position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Press out through the heels, trying to let the head go down a little bit closer to the floor so the ear gets closer to the inside of the knee. Relaxing, breathing. Really easing everything open. Point the feet. Walk both hands to a diagonal position. Heads are down. Dropping the body over. Keeping the opposite hip on the floor. Increasing the stretch that you feel here. Breath in, exhale, press out through the heels, and feel the heels going out. Maybe you can get your body a little bit farther over. And then point the feet. Let's go to a more diagonal position here. All the way out. Heads are down. Flex the feet, press out through the heels. I think we added an extra one on this side. And reach. By now, your inside thighs really should feel like they've gotten a nice, more open, flexible position. And point the feet. And now let's come back to your center. You may feel like you're way out there. Shoulders are down, heads are nice and loose. Body is forward. Legs are rotated out. Deep breath in. Let's flex out through the heels. Feeling everything drape Surrender to the floor. And then slowly bring your hands in and roll yourself up. Go slowly because that was pretty deep. Okay, let's bring those legs together and help them if they need it and shake them out. Good. Let's take one more forward fold. Point the feet, reach the arms up, lift, and over we go. Feeling a crease in the front of the hips, heads down. Maybe your hips are saying thank you. We're not doing that rotation and open inside thigh part. So yes, we're willing to go a little farther over on this forward fold. Good. Reach the arms out, come back up, and come upright. Let's take it once with flexed feet, lifting up, shoulders are down, we're reaching way out, folding from the crease in the hip. And it should feel pretty good. You might still be getting a stretch in the hamstring, but you've really gone pretty far over. Heads are loose. Breathing. Last nice opening in the hamstring there. Shake that head out. Shake the shoulders out. Shake the hips out. Excellent. And then reach the arms out. Come upright. And open arms. Good. Let's let the legs fold. So let them bend. Get the diaphragm out from underneath. And we're just going to take our ending position, reaching out, feeling the spine, how long it is. Hands come together. Hands come to your heart chakra. Thank you for joining me on this class, this journey of pretty extreme stretches. You did a good job. Take care.